Hi all. It's been a while since I've been on. We're going to do just a nice little gentle just movements today, kind of for the low back, just to get everything moving. It's just really quick. I know a lot of you have a lot of stuff going on, or you've had too much stuff going on and you're overwhelmed, and 5 or 10 minutes is all that you can deal with right now, and that's perfectly normal and perfectly fine. So grab your mat, grab your blocks, grab blankets, grab whatever you need to make yourself feel secure, comfortable, and ready for some movement. And then when you're ready, you can sit however feels comfortable for you. I'm sitting with my legs crossed. You can sit on your legs, you can sit on a chair, so feel free to do that as well. I'm going to start us off with a little bit of rocking from side to side. So a little bit of rocking. Maybe taking our arms out and actually allowing our fingertips to kind of touch the ground. Taking that from side to side. And then from here, we're going to begin to make circles with our torso. So taking this to the front, circling that. We're kind of working on keeping our glutes, our booty, glued to the floor. And now let's take our circles the other way. So actually this is a bilateral movement, this nice circle. We're using both sides of our brains. That's one of the wonderful things about yoga too. It's so good for trauma recovery, actually a lot of different recoveries. But for trauma recovery, because it's using both sides of the brain here with that movement. Good, and let's go ahead and bring this, rock it a little from side to side again. And we're going to begin to use our arms. So if you have shoulder issues, feel free to modify this just to half. I'm going to take it all the way up. So we're going to inhale, sweep our arms. As we exhale, we're going to take our left arm in front, our right arm behind. So starting off with a nice twist here. Let's inhale and lift this up and take it to the other side. Dropping that in front. Again, let's lift this up. And then taking the left arm in front, right arm behind, and lifting this up. And your breath can be very natural right now. You can breathe how you would normally breathe throughout the day. Let's do this one more time each side. So let's drop that left arm, and then lift this up, and drop that right arm. And then lift this up. Good, and release our arms. Very nice. Maybe rocking it a little bit from side to side. And sitting it up a little taller. If your back is very tired, always feel free to sit against a wall if you need to, or if your legs are tired or your neck is tired. We're going to inhale deeply through the nose, and we're going to exhale through our mouth. So as we exhale, this is like the Darth Vader breath. I love it. One of the counselors that I listened to in one of my seminars, it's the Ujjayi breath, but it's the Darth Vader breath. So we'll inhale it deeply. As we exhale, we're kind of making a noise. So what that does is that air, it comes in through our nose, and as we press it out through the back of the throat. So it's going to it's going to be nose breathing now. So we're going to inhale through the nose, and we're going to exhale it through the nose, but using that same breath that we just did. So inhaling it deeply. Exhale it deeply. It's actually through the top of your, I kind of keep my tongue at the top of the roof of my mouth. So let's inhale it deep and exhale. So this deep breath, this is the kind of breath that involves that vagus nerve, the vagus nerve. It involves that nerve that begins to slow everything down, especially if you're high up in your trauma or high up in just a lot of stuff going on. That getting that vagus nerve, getting that breath going, it begins to quiet everything. It begins to bring everything down. It begins to settle. It begins to stop taking the pressure off of that fight or flight button that's maybe always pressed for you. Let's inhale it again. and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Let's take our legs into I like to call it a lightning bolt. Kind of looks like a lightning bolt or a Z. And your one of your glutes may not touch the floor, and that's fine because of the flexibility in the hips. But from here, we're going to, again, rock it a little bit from side to side. And on that rocking, you may be able to get that glute down, that hip down. And then from here, we're going to take a twist. So we're going to, as we twist, we are now going to lift up that hip. So feel that good stretch up through the glute, through the hip flexor, through that thigh. And then let's bring this back to center. Let's go ahead and twist this and bring this back to center. Let's inhale as we twist and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Very nice. Leaning it back. Let's take our hands behind us if that's available to you and bring our legs up, and we're going to drop our knees a little bit from side to side. So this will continue to wake up our hips or open up those hips. We tend to store a lot of tension, a lot of stress in our hip area. Now we're going to do our lightning bolt on the other side. So finding that lightning bolt on the other side, rocking it a little bit from side to side to maybe start to open up that hip flexor. It may feel a little awkward. Recognize possibly the difference from side to side. Maybe one side is easier or feels easier than the other. Maybe recognizing different sensations going on in the body. And then let's begin to twist. So let's slowly twist, and as we twist, let's lift that glute up, lift that hip flexor up, and then take this back down and twist. And again, let's do that twist and bring this back. And again, do that twist and bring this back. And let's add in that breath. Let's inhale it deep and exhale. Inhale it deep and exhale. And again, inhale it deep and exhale. So he really wanted some attention. From here, let's lean it back again and take our knees and drop them from side to side and side to side. Very nice. Let's keep them over to one side. We'll take ourselves onto all fours if that's available to you. Feel free to use a blanket under your knees or under your hands if you have very sensitive palms. We'll do a few cat and cows. So we'll drop our belly to the floor and let's lift our eyes to the sky. Maybe inhaling here, however it feels comfortable for you. And then let's round that spine, maybe taking that chin to chest and lengthening up through that. So thinking of that cat back stretch. So rounding that. And again, let's drop our belly to the floor and our eyes to the sky. And then round that chin to chest, opening up that back. We'll do our cat and cow one more time. So drop our belly, take our eyes to the sky, breathing however is comfortable for you. And then round it, chin to chest. From here, let's take ourselves back into a child's form. So taking our glutes back towards our heels. So if there's a lot of space between your glutes and your heels, feel free to put a blanket there or a pillow there. Or again, if your knees are bothering you. And as always, you can always, when we're coming down, you can always put blocks or pillows or blankets below you. Because sometimes things are just achy. Sometimes nothing feels good. So doing these movements and finding the things that feel the best for you. So we're back into that child's form. And again, you can have your forehead on blocks or on the floor. You can have it to one side, but allowing yourself a little bit of a rest here. If this hurts you, if child's form isn't working for you, then feel free to lay on your back. This is just a little bit of relaxation. If you've got your head to one side, go ahead and turn it to the other and keep relaxing. And then let's gently bring this back, and hands right by those knees. Press ourselves back up and find yourself back in your seated form that feels most comfortable for you. And again, let's rock it a little bit from side to side. And be encouraged of the movements that you just did. Just moved all of some good endorphins going on. Moved everything around, the lymphatic system. You used your breathing. You used some stretching. So well done. Let's inhale it deeply here. And exhale. Bringing our hands to our heart. You can take your fingers to your forehead. As we face our day, let us think thoughts of truth and thoughts of love, thoughts that are kind and thoughts that are pure, thoughts that encourage and uplift and do not discourage or tear down. Taking our fingers to the lips. As we leave today and speak with others, let us speak words of love and words of truth, words that are patient, words that are kind. Take hands to the heart. And you can have your hands here, or I like to kind of press my hands on my heart, fingers kind of hanging off my collarbone. Inhaling it deeply. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Deeply inhale. A nice cleansing exhale. And thank you for joining me. Remember that you are seen and that you are heard. You are important. You are valuable. You have a voice and you have a choice. And I know that things are difficult. I know that things are coming up that you never imagined that you would be triggered by, or that you would never imagine that you're on such a level. But know that you're not alone, and know that we're all dealing with a different kind of stress. This is not normal. So be encouraged that you're not alone. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep moving a little bit forward at a time, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.